With Stephen Mnuchin, the Treasury Secretary, speaking at the Milken conference this morning, our Jessica Smith has been monitoring those comments and comments coming from other quarters as well. Jess, what's the latest?
Well, Secretary Mnuchin said at that conference this morning that getting something done on stimulus and executing on it before the election would be difficult. He did go on to say that the two sides will continue negotiating, trying to come up with an agreement. But again, that will be difficult before the election in just a couple of weeks. We know that Mnuchin and House Speaker Pelosi spoke this morning for about an hour. Pelosi's office said the conversation was productive, but she did note that there is a big difference in the national testing strategy. She says there is a lack of strategy from the administration, so that's an issue that needs to be worked out. Mnuchin called the conversation comprehensive. He says they're making progress in some areas, but they still remain far apart in others. One of the trickiest areas in these negotiations is state and local aid. The moderator of this discussion asked him if the administration would be willing to come up and give more money to state and local governments. Here's what he had to say.
We've compromised significantly, but let me just emphasize there are money issues. There's also policy issues. The bill that the House passed is close to 1,600 pages. The importance is in the details. We're going through language. One of the things that's very important to us is making sure that we have liability protection for small businesses and for schools as they reopen. There's lots of significant issues here.
When the moderator pressed Mnuchin a little bit further on that state and local aid, he said that the administration does not want to bail out pensions, other bad practices, but he did say that the administration wants to avoid layoffs of police officers, firefighters, first responders, because he noted that would be bad for the U.S. economy and cost the federal government in unemployment. He went on to say that Speaker Pelosi's all or nothing approach does not make sense to him. He doesn't want to wait for this comprehensive deal, though they are still working on it. He wants to see immediate action now. He specifically mentioned putting some of the remaining PPP funds to use. We know the Senate is set to vote on a piece of legislation that would address that issue next week. Pelosi and Mnuchin are set to talk again tomorrow morning, so we'll be looking for any updates on that conversation.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.